My name is Cyndia Sanchez and I work with Aetna. Aetna is one of the largest healthcare industry or companies in the United States. I belong to a group called Business Optimization, and our main goal is to support the service operation or back office. We were having challenges trying to understand what was really happening in the back office. So we wanted to really understand what was the day on the processor looks like. Can we just reduce overtime without affecting service levels? We were looking for a tool that can give us that visibility. So we knew the challenges that we had. We had large staff. We knew we have multiple processes that are really manual. So we decided, we know we have all these issues, but we're not going to be able to solve everything. So we decided to focus on two levers: productive time or reducing the time leakage. What I mean with that is, out of the time that I'm allocating for people to be heads down processing, what is really happening? And this is when NICE was helping us have visibility. The second lever was productivity, meaning now that I know my people are heads down in something that I consider productive, am I seeing greater throughput? One without the other one was not going to give us the results we wanted. By just introducing the RTAM into our environment, we were actually for the first time gaining visibility from the minute the people log in to the minute the people log out, how their day look like. One of the watch-outs that we were trying to make sure that we didn't fall into, it was how people are going to take this, because now they're going to be, we want to be watching what they're doing. We're using this for business purposes and to help you and help us actually gain those efficiencies that we need to be able to compete, because we are in a business and we need to be able to compete and keep up with the competition. So you will be surprised that even though it will feel like Big Brother, Big Sister, people will embrace it if you make it a good and if you make it a positive instead of a negative. The minute we put the RTAM and we started getting data, the amount of data, it was intense. It was a lot of data, because you're tracking every single application in seconds. So multiply that by hundreds of people. So the first step that we took, it was trying to understand the data, because you cannot make decisions based on something that you cannot understand or can explain. The second step is understanding if the data is correct. Again, first, does the data matches your process? And second, is the data correct? You need to set specific goals. As I said, you're going to have a lot of data. So it's going to be really easy for you or your team to get lost. So we decided to start with small wins. So one of the levers that I mentioned a little earlier was reducing the time leakage, or just making sure that people were using their time wisely. We didn't go for the entire bucket. We decided to go after one. Example, idle time. Can we reduce the idle time in person? And we were giving specific goals. Communication is really critical. Just always communicate your goals. There's never get tired of talking to your people what we're trying to accomplish here. Celebrate rewards when you have those small wins. It's really important that people feel that they're being rewarded and that we thank you for actually jumping on board and that this is important for the company. Finally, you just have to make it sustainable. Once you make the first win, that's not it. As I said before, you have to make it sustainable. You have to make this the way you do your business going forward. This is not a one and done. This is just the way that we embrace, and we said we are going to use this to track our performance going forward. At the end, that's what's going to get us there to that better customer service, when we can actually get to our customer faster with better quality.